Hey there, Coach Ryland back again with your final video coaching lesson, how to get toned and sculpted arms. As a final lesson here, I want to address 3 really deadly myths that are going to keep you from getting toned and sculpted arms. And what are those 3 myths? We have women getting big and bulging muscles, sagging skin, and weight loss. Now, that might not make much sense right now, but let's address those each individually. Big and bulging muscles. This is a concern that so many of my clients have had. They say, Ryland, I don't want to do a lot of arm exercises. I'm afraid my muscles will get big. I already have big arms. I don't want them to get any bigger or anything like that. This is probably the worst myth that I've encountered. And the reason for that is because it makes women think that they shouldn't be doing, strenuous strength training. They fear that they're going to get big and bulky muscles. This never happens, okay? I want you to realize that if you do arm exercises and you feel that your arms are getting bigger, there's one of 2 things happening. One, it's just you're delusional, which you're probably not, or 2, it's because of excess fluid retention, okay? This is something that happens a lot. When people start working out, it actually forces more water into the muscle, and it's because it's bringing nutrients. So you're bringing water, blood into the muscle, and that's bringing along with it nutrients to help repair the muscle damage that's happening with strength training exercises. This doesn't last, okay? This only happens for the first few days, or for some people it's the first couple weeks, but it does go away, and it's just a sign that the muscle is repairing and rebuilding. But it's not actual muscle mass. It's nothing like that. It's just fluid. You can combat that by increasing your fluid intake, because again, you won't hold on to excess fluid like we talked about last week with getting rid of cellulite. So first of all, again, that's the bulk that you're seeing, if you see it at all, during the first couple weeks is just a result of fluid being brought into the muscle. Okay, it's nothing to worry about. It's very temporary and it does go away. Now, we need to really address this fact that women just do not have the physiological ability to build large, bulky muscles. It just doesn't happen this way, okay? Women do not have enough growth hormone. They do not have enough testosterone, okay? So if I were to put a male and a female on the exact same arm toning program, the man would build big, bulky muscle, and the woman would lean and define her muscle, and it would become firmer, but it would not grow bigger, okay? I mean, there is some muscle growth that happens, but it's minute. You don't see it. It's not a visible change. What you see is the muscle becomes more firm, it becomes more defined and more toned, but it doesn't bulk up. Whereas men on the same exact program will build big, bulky muscles because of the hormones. Again, females do not have the hormones necessary to build large muscle mass, okay? I want to reiterate that again. It's so important. Do not be afraid of arm exercises because they're not going to bulk your arms up. Again, if you see an increase in muscle bulk in the first couple weeks, it's not muscle bulk at all. It's just that fluid retention. It's temporary and it will go away, okay? So that's myth number 1. Myth number 2 is the myth of sagging skin. I have so many women who think that if they have sagging skin, either they've lost a bunch of weight and they're left with sagging skin and they don't think they can get rid of it, or they have excess body fat and as a result there's excess sagging skin with it, okay? And again, they just don't think they can get rid of it because your skin's permanent, right? It just doesn't evaporate or grow anywhere. Well, that's not exactly the case. In every 7 years, you actually have a completely new skin structure. So every skin cell that you have now, in 7 years down the road, it's going to be gone, it's going to be replaced with something else. Your skin is constantly dying, sloughing off, and regenerating. Therefore, the skin that you have that's in excess does, in fact, go away. Your body will take it up, it will metabolize it, and it will eliminate it, okay? If you want a prime example of this, for most women, when they get pregnant and their stomach expands, it expands a lot, but then it goes back to its natural form after the pregnancy is over. And that is just the body's natural elasticity and its ability to retract the skin once it's been expanded, okay? It's no different for your arms. But what happens is that so many people are following diets and lifestyle habits that are actually very toxic to their body, and therefore their skin just doesn't rebound the way that it normally would or should, okay? So by following the nutritional guidelines that I lay out for you in the Go Sleeveless system, you actually cleanse your body, you get rid of a lot of those toxins, and this actually makes your skin cells rebound back to their natural form, okay? So even if you've already lost a bunch of weight and you're left with excess skin, or you have excess body fat and along with that excess skin, by following proper nutrition guidelines, by doing the exercises that I show you, you will actually trigger that skin to rebound back and you will eliminate that excess sagging skin. So it does go away. You don't need plastic surgery to get rid of it, okay? You don't have to cut it away. Your body will naturally take it up, eliminate it, and bring your skin back to its natural, dense self, right? It's going to be nice and elastic. It's going to form back to the muscle if you're doing the proper exercises like I show you, and it will all be taken care of, okay? So that's myth number 2. And myth number 3, weight loss. So many women expect that when they lose a bunch of weight that their arms just naturally rebound as well. So they lose body fat from their entire body, their arms go back too. And I've talked about this before and the importance of losing body fat from your entire body. The problem is a lot of women who have lost weight, a dramatic amount of weight, are left with arms that are still sagging. And they think, well, I've lost weight and what else can I do? Right? So you're left with a sagging skin on your arms and you've lost weight and you figure, that's it. There's nothing I can do about this. I'm stuck with sagging arms for the rest of my life. This is not the case, okay? The reason for this is that most people who lose weight are doing it in a way that does not result in a toned and defined muscular structure, and therefore their body is basically a smaller version but still kind of flabby, okay? So you might have experienced this already if you've lost weight, but you still find yourself, soft, mushy. You're not getting that muscle tone that you really want, okay? This is for a couple different reasons. The primary one is that the weight loss is through caloric restriction. So if you've dieted, restricted your calories, really cut back on what you've been eating, that actually sacrifices a lot of your muscle tone. So what happens is you're actually losing weight, and a lot of that weight is muscle. And when you lose muscle, your metabolism goes down, your body becomes less firm, less dense, and you actually are smaller but even flabbier version of what you were before, okay? This is really common. I see it a lot, so don't think that it's not your case, because it may in fact be. The only way to really know for sure is if you had a body fat test before you lost the weight and a body fat test after, because that will tell you exactly how much muscle you had at the beginning and at the end. And if your muscle mass went down a lot, chances are your metabolism went with it, and you're going to find that you're not near as toned, as defined as you want to be. So what do you do about that? You tone up the muscle, you do full body exercises to get all the muscles in your body nice and toned and firm. It will increase your metabolism. You'll then lose a lot of that excess flab and excess sagging skin. You firm up your entire body, okay? Clean up your diet. Don't restrict your calories. Follow the instructions that I give you in the Go Sleeveless system, because that will show you exactly how to eat more but lose body fat at the same time and detoxify. All that will help you really tone and define your body, help you lose even more weight. But again, you will lose that weight in a way that won't sacrifice muscle mass, you won't lower your metabolism, and you won't lose your firmness, okay? So that's myth number 3, okay? We're probably gone a little bit over time here today, but that's okay, because it's the last one. I want to make sure I address those topics, okay? So there you go. There's your last lesson. You now have all the information you need. You know exactly the steps to follow in order to get toned and sculpted arms. Remember, if you want all the step-by-step details, if you want me to hold your hand through all of this and basically do everything but the workout for you, head over to GoSleeveless.com, grab your DVD set. It's going to show you everything you need to know. I'm going to guide you through it. And remember, it doesn't matter what type of body you have. If you have excess body fat and excess sagging skin, or if you're already lean but you just don't have arms that are toned enough, there's systems in there for both of those body types, okay? So no matter what type of body type you have, I'm going to show you exactly what's going to work for you, okay? And remember, we're going to cut down the time that you spend working out. I don't want you working out in the gym for an hour or more. In fact, I don't even want you working out in a gym if you don't want to be in a gym. I'll show you how to do all this stuff at home. We're going to cut the time down. You're going to get better results. You're going to get it in half the time. You're not going to be starving yourself. You're going to be eating more. You're going to be eating healthier. Your health is going to improve. Your skin's going to improve. Everything's going to get better. So head over to GoSleeveless.com, grab your DVD, and I will talk to you soon. Take care of yourself, and bye-bye.